Hi, this is Cheryl, and I'm going to do a reading. And the first deck I'm going to pull from is the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. And I have my jasmine incense going. Okay, the first card is 26, Feather. Think before you judge. Did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? Examine the situation. Is your judgment satisfied, or is society tricking you into your stance? After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls are your competition and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Step back and take time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. And that was card number 26, so I'm going to read the angel number. This is my favorite incense. It's important for you to be in the company of people who lift your spirit. Step back from anyone who is making you feel small. Okay. And number 34, Voyage. You already have the answers. You've been feeling lost for a while now, wandering through your life aimlessly, searching everywhere for meaning and never coming up with anything of substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for answers outside yourself when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual mentor, and at this point in your life, that person needs to be you. And that's card number 34. You're being connected to the universal matters for inspiration and insights that will guide you on your journey. Trust in your feelings. So that is that deck. And then we're going to do the Priestess of Light Oracle. I only take cards that flip out. Okay. We got Touching Earth, Planting Something New, Summoning Power, Instinct, Intellect, and Control, Circle of Internal Joy, Timelessness, Dance of Life. Number 12. Touching Earth, Planting Something New. The law of cause and effect is always at work in your life, and this card is telling you to bring a greater consciousness to the casual seeds you're planting in your energetic field. The angel of the rainbow is sending a full spectrum of light and color to nourish your highest intentions and help them grow, and you can use her assistance to cultivate the destiny you desire. It's time to consider the garden of your dreams and take action that will produce beautiful blossoms and a bountiful harvest. Is there a new project you've yet to begin, an image or an idea just forming in your mind? These seeds of inspirations are blessings from the universe, and you are the gardener being called to bring them to fruition. On a practical level, this card can indicate some new and increasing activity in the natural world. You may be creating a natural garden for yourself, a place where you can draw on the peaceful energy of the earth. You may even consider opening a flower shop or pursuing a career in a field related to agriculture, horticulture, or the like. You might also find yourself volunteering to clean up the environment, plant trees, or help Mother Earth in some way. Always remember to plant the seeds of optimism, self-love, and belief in every goal, in every area of your life, for out of that energetic garden grows expanding joy. Affirmation. I plant the seeds of my future in every present moment. I nourish my destiny with actions and joyous expectations. And I'm going to read the angel number for that. 12. All relationships are assignments. You are finding your friends in your tribe and even understanding soulmate relationships at this time. Okay, number 4, Summoning Power. This priestess of the night is summoning the power of the full moon and channeling it to the wild wolves beside her. She is calm and in control. The wolves stand at attention with the energy of quiet strength resonating from above. This card is telling you that you have far more power than you realize. There may be something in your life, perhaps a relationship or recent challenge that you have felt powerless to handle. If so, it's time to focus on your own intellect and instinct on the issue at hand. Then muster the courage to take the necessary action. It may also be a time to harness the unhealthy personal patterns that you have left unchecked. Indulgences and addictions might seem to have had the upper hand, but your wild impulses can absolutely be tamed. Remain peaceful but persistent in this noble pursuit of self-honoring and self-control. Be honest about your ability to prioritize your higher needs. When you summon the quiet yet powerful light of your soul, your intuitive strength becomes a central force in your own life and a resonant voice in the world. Affirmation: I am strong and self-directed. I bring my inner power to every area of my life. And the angel number for 4, let your truth be your teacher. Trust in all that you feel and let your joy lead. And the last card is 41. Circle of eternal joy. External joy. Sorry. The dove of spirit brings a beautiful feeling of anticipation to the priestess of the dance. The pair faces outward in front of a portal that leads to the energetic realm. This mystical vortex is a place of power where intentions and vibrations reach from the long-distant past into the infinite future. The dove is a symbol of eternal spirit, a divine consciousness that moves freely through time and space. Your soul is of the same spiritual nature, and your energy spirals through time, engaged in the dance of repetition and rebirth. Each turn of the dance, each life, and every day bring opportunities for joy. And your present joy spins blissful intentions into the fabric of the future. So remember that your soul has come to experience both happiness and self-mastery. Learn what there is to learn, but never forget to let your spirit soar. This card brings profoundly encouraging guidance. Your life is eternal, and you are always connected to the bliss of your spiritual perspective. No matter what you may be going through, know that you can still find happiness, purpose, and understanding in the dance that is your current life. There may be a literal message as well, a suggestion to dance more, perhaps take dance classes, and find joy in movement and music. There might also be a party coming up, and maybe even a wedding for you or someone you know. Remember to find your bliss in the little moments. Let yourself dance, laugh, sing, and enjoy. Affirmation: I live in a vortex of joyous energy. I listen to the beautiful music of my life and dance to my soul's sweet songs. And that is the message. Oh, the angel number 41. Your angels are encouraging you to embrace your gifts and know that you're worthy of having them. Okay. And then I'm going to do the journey into hidden realm. See if we can get a card to go with this message. Ace of Cups and 8 of Wands. Just as the otter feels connected to her family members and to the water itself, this is a card of intimate connection. It denotes a gift, an opportunity, a moment for the refreshing of the soul, the healing of the heart, the outpouring of grace. The Ace of Cups marks a time of emotional renewal and a fresh start. Enjoy this time and make the most of it by relaxing into it and letting it flow over you, taking you on a gentle ride warmed by joy. And the 8 of Wands. The wind is wild as her eyes, clouds swirl, her fire-red hair blows madly against the stormy sky, a flag marking the center. Amidst the chaos, she stands steady, perfectly balanced and exquisitely poised. Her goal moves, dancing on the eddies of icy drops, brush her skin only to be ignored by her. In her world, at this moment, only 3 things exist: her arrow, her prey, and the path between the two. She knows without a doubt that her arrow will find that path, will stay true with it, will hit her target. Years of training will culminate this one shot. Everything she's learned shaped her aim. All her energy is focused on her goal. She senses rather than sees the path. and every fiber of her being responds, and yet she is still as stone until the moment arrives. Suddenly she raises the bow, cocks her weapon, and releases the arrow. The motion is over before it can even be observed. Her stillness is broken as she strides, hair flaming behind her, through the wind and rain toward the inevitable conclusion of her action. Sometimes things happen in a wink, or at least they seem to. This card indicates one of those moments. Events have been set in motion and will move toward their logical ending very quickly. This is no random happening, though. The situation has been building, whether by precise and conscious design or by a series of accidents. All the pieces are in place. It takes just one spark of energy, one single movement, and the matter will be decided. And I'm going to show you this card. It's a lady with a bow and arrow, and she has fiery red hair. And one more card. The Hermit. The night is dark and bitterly cold. The climb, though, is arduous enough to keep the chill at bay. Sometimes she leaves her loved ones in daily life. She makes the journey not to escape them because she loves them. She will bring home gifts, but begins the trek only with the essentials. After the physical journey up the mountain, she will undertake a more dangerous one through the underworld. The caves lie just ahead. She wishes to see and does better in the dark. She takes one last look at the village, her home, her people, warm and content. She'll return to that soon enough, but first she has important work to do. Inside, she removes the long cord that hangs around her neck. On it is a crow's skull, a talisman associated with the ancient goddess, death, and transcendence. Making prayers and giving her offerings, she creates a small altar. She sets her staff aside and lowers herself to the cold ground. She takes several long, slow breaths, each exhale creating a cloud of frost. She sits silent and still until finally it is time. There's one more cord around her neck, which she unties now, removing the stone from it. She holds the stone up and in the blackness looks through the hole, and so begins her journey. And I just wanted to show you this stone. It has a hole in it, and I used that stone tonight. So, when it's over, she fastens her cords around her neck and makes her final prayers of gratitude for the experience and for the wisdom she can share with others. Outside the cave, it is still night. The bright full moon overhead provides some light. She takes out the small knife and begins to carve a new story into her staff. The meaning of this card is the Hermit card shows up when it's time to withdraw from the world and do some soul searching. This can mean a time for recharging your batteries so you have the energy to jump back into your busy life refreshed. More often, it means going within and looking for your own truth, which isn't easy as it sounds. You will face dragons such as your own ego, the expectations of others, your most cherished desires, or your worst fears. You will gain confidence born of certainty and wisdom earned in struggle. While the Hermit isn't technically a teacher, as with a Hierophant, others will learn from you as your life becomes a walking testament to the treasures you find in the dark. And that's a reading. And this is my school book. And one of my friends at work gave this book to me. And I rented a book from school, but I'm going to take that back and use this book. And it's electric motors and control systems. And I had my first class last night. And I studied last night and I got to finish studying tonight. And we were supposed to read chapter 1. And it's about safety. And this class is very interesting. And I'm excited for this class. And I'm going to pull a card from this deck, the Light Seers Tarot. see a lot of crows. And the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. There's a man and a crow looks like he's talking to the man and the man doesn't want to hear it. And the other crows are flying away. And there's a woman and there's a bunch of crows hovering above her. And also a white bird. And she's got her pillow and a red dress on. And she has her hand in her face like that. Maybe she's meditating. And in the final card, the Nine of Swords, the woman is standing up and it's summertime. She's got shorts on and she's standing by a fence and she's got a staff that has a bright light on it and she's looking up and she looks very confident and like she's in control of her life. And she looks like she's on the beach. Let's see if there's any more cards that come out with this. Okay, we got the Lovers card. Obviously, the Lovers card is about love, and there's a woman and a man, and they're looking deep into each other's eyes, and the woman is holding on to the man's hair, like his hair is down, and she's holding on to it, and there's a lot of red in the background, like a lot of passion. And let's see if there's any more cards to go along with that. There is, it's a Six of Cups, and it's a man and his dog, and it's a man and he's got his arm around his dog, and there's 6 cups, and the cups lead back to the boy with the dog. So maybe the man had a dog when he was a boy, and he got another dog, and his dog is his companion. And it brings him back to being a child again. Okay, I'm going to see if any more cards come out. I'm just reading these intuitively because I don't have a book for this, and I should be doing that more. Like, this is what I really like to do is tarot. Just having incense going and just doing tarot. Okay, we got 4 cards. The Devil, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. And in the Devil card, it's a man and he has a pentagram on his chest, and it looks kind of like he's holding a puppet, and it looks like a guy like with his hands over like on the sides of his head, and the main character's hair is all like flowing everywhere. And I think this man is releasing something, like he couldn't take it anymore, so he's releasing like all his traumas and everything, and he's just gonna listen to the universe. And the Three of Pentacles is a woman, and she's crocheting or knitting, one of those, and she's making a tapestry, and the man is standing behind the tapestry, and a little girl is admiring it. So it's like happy family. Six of Pentacles. It means many blessings are coming. And the Knight of Wands is actually a woman. The Knight of Wands is a woman, and there's a horse in the background, and she's got like, it looks like a drum, but it looks like there's a fire on it, and she just looks like she's enjoying herself and having a good time. And there's like staffs with fire on them, and she looks like she might be singing or just having a really good time, just enjoying herself. Okay, that's the reading. It was kind of a long one, but I enjoyed this reading. I liked looking up the angel numbers and sharing things and trying to interpret the cards. And I want to see if any other cards happen to come out. This reading won't be posted on TikTok because it's way too long. And if you don't watch the whole thing, that's okay. Just skip to the parts that you want to watch. Might be a message for you. Ten of Swords and the Star. It's a woman looking off into the distance, and there's a bunch of birds flying above her. Like the burdens of the past are being let go. And she's looking forward to the future. And the star, she has the star in the sky, and she has like a rope to it. So she's like, she has a dress on, and she's just admiring the star. So it looks like she's just holding on to her dreams and knowing that all her dreams will come true. And so that is the reading, and it's a very long, well, not as long as some readings I've done, but I haven't done the reading this long in a very long time. And I enjoyed it. And I hope you get messages from it. And now I need to study. I only have a few more pages to go. This is for my class tomorrow. And so I hope you have a great night. And thank you so much for joining me.